Alright, this is Uncomplicated by Hillsong, Young and Free. It's in the key of C major, and we're doing it in 72 BPM. So this is how we've just been playing it in church, and like I've said before, I am consolidating as many guitar parts as there are in this song down to one, and just trying to play like the core main parts. And so I'll kind of talk through the parts real quick, show you how I play them, and then I'll do a full run through with the track. So to start, I am pretty much just quiet for the intro and verse 1. I usually just don't play anything there, kind of just let the piano and vocals lead that. And then I'll come in on the first pre-chorus. So I'll be playing like a D minor, because I think that's just the chord that you start with. And so I'm basically just playing a normal D minor, which is the 2nd fret on the G string, 3rd fret on the B string, and 1st on the E. And I'm doing it just kind of with like a swell pedal. So I'm adding a lot of reverb and just kind of like using the expression pedal to bring that in softly. So I do that, and then go down to just the 2nd fret on the G string, 1st fret on the B, and an open E. And then 3rd fret on the E string and the G and B open. So without all the reverb, it sounds like this. And I do it again. But on the 2nd time, I'll add in the 3rd fret on the B string for that last one. And then I go into chorus 1. So I'm still using that same tone with a lot of extra reverb. And I'm just doing these light plucks on the 8th fret of the E and B string. And then 8, 10, I move the E string up to the 10th fret. Back to 8, back to 10. And then I just go to the 12th fret to 10. And I just do that really lightly. We do it twice. So I'll double that, but yeah, just very lightly going from here. Just back and forth, and then from there we get into this like refrain, or just instrumental after that, which you can kind of do one of two ways, I guess. You could just play the chords, just strum out the chords in that instrumental part, or if you want to do, which is what I usually do, is like the plucky staccato guitar part that is probably going to show up in like your tracks, because I don't know, it may just kind of be like bundled in with that bus, but anyways, I play that here, and so it sounds like this, and then I'll kind of explain it. We do it 4 times total. So I have like a good amount of delay, a little bit of gain, even like an octave pedal on for the tone. And so I'm starting with the G string on the 12th fret, and then going to 13 on the B string, and then 15 on the B string, back to 13. And then I'm doing 15 to 14 on the D string. So, oops. And so you can kind of hear what it sounds like when I did the playthrough with the track and everything. But that's that part. That gets into verse 2. Verse 2, I kind of just put on a cleaner tone. And so you end right there. And so then I just go from that 14th fret on the D string to the 13th on the B. Just back and forth. And you could actually do it here too if you'd rather do the 9th fret on the G string. That's another way of doing it. And then I slide up to the 10th fret and then the 12th on the G. So. And just kind of pluck that for verse 2. The pre-chorus, you go back down to the 10th fret. and then to the 9th, and then 12, 12. Do that twice. Pretty simple. And then chorus 2. So chorus 2, I'm kind of just strumming out the chords. So I'm doing like a G shape for the key of C. So I'm on the 5th fret on the G string, 8th fret on the B and E. I'm just kind of letting them ring out. And then I go to the 7th fret on the E string, back, and then again. And then I do, this one's a little bit harder to like just get with your fingers, but you can simplify it and just do the bottom 2 chords, but I'm doing 5, 8, 5. You could just do the bottom, like I said, if you want to make it easier. But that's that chord there. And then I go 9, 8, 8, and then 7, 8, 7. Do that twice, and then we get into the refrain again. So I put on that same sound, and we do that twice. And then we go to the bridges. So the first bridge I'm quiet, not playing anything. And then I come in, it starts to build. And so once the drums are building and building, then I come in on the second bridge. And I'm doing the 12th fret on the E and G string, going to the 13th on the E, and back. So it's just like one time up and then back. So that's 13 and then 12 on the B string. Do that twice, but then on the second time, on the repeat, you go here, and then it's like this little lick. It sounds like this. I'll play it first. So I'm basically doing 13 to 12 on the B string, and then 14, 12 on the G, and then emphasizing that 12 again. So, and then 12, 14 on the G, 12 on the D, back to, or down to 10. So slowly, it sounds like this. And we do that again. I just play it down, like instead of playing it up here, I play it down here. But that you could play it in the same spot if you want, basically. But that lick is played multiple times on the bridge. So anyways, I do that full thing twice. I do that same exact thing for bridge 3. And then the instrumentals come in. So those instrumentals, you can kind of hear, there's a really cool guitar part that's very fun with some bending. I start on the 8th fret on the E string, and then slide up to 12, and then I bend up as if I'm bending to like the 13th fret, and then back down, obviously bend up and then bend back down. And then we do that slide twice, and then we do the same lick, this one, except I'm doing it down here usually. So I'll explain how to play it there, but if you wanted to, you could just go back to the same spot. So it sounds like this. So after those, you do that slide and bend thing twice. I do 8, 7, and then 10, 8 on the B string. So it's, and then that's the 7th fret on the G down to the 5th. And then you probably heard on the second time I stop here and then go back to the 8th fret on the B string before doing it again. So that's what the instrumental is, and you do that twice, I believe, and then we go back into the bridges for bridge 4, and I just do the same thing. So I just keep going with that same lick. The only other thing is at the very end, so the last time you're doing it, I just go down to G4, G string on the 4th fret, and then back to 5 and end there. So that last one will sound like this. And we just break down from there into either I think just a down, dynamically low chorus. Yeah. So I'll play with the track. Let me know if you have any questions. And yeah, hope this was helpful.
There's a simplicity, humility to the way you love me, and honesty, a purity. God, you make it easy. No special words or formulas could ever win you over, for your love is unlimited.